killer Reiss hatches a daring new plan in EastEnders. Dastardly Reiss Colwell launches a new plan to free fiancée Sonia Fowler from prison in EastEnders in early 2025. Poor Son has been behind bars for months after she was wrongly accused of killing Reiss' comatose wife Debbie. As viewers of the BBC soap know, it was actually, doting, Reiss who was responsible, hoping that her death would be the cure to his monetary woes as he'd no longer have to fork out for her expensive private healthcare. He subsequently learned that Debs had adjusted her will prior to suffering a stroke, and that he'd been left nothing but a doll's house. Knowing that Sonia was innocent, and simply in the wrong place at the wrong time on the night of the murder, he's since launched a campaign to free her from prison. Her sister Bianca Jackson was convinced that something more sinister was at play, and decided to challenge Reiss over it. The altercation led to her dad David Wicks forcing him to temporarily leave Albert Square. But when he returned, she hadn't given in. When Teddy Mitchell found some incriminating CCTV footage from the night of Debbie's death, Bianca played on Reiss' guilt and forced a confession out of him. Utterly horrified, she ran through to the kitchen and attempted to call the police. He thought quickly, and smashed the video evidence with his tuba case. Later, Reiss revealed that he still had the pillow he'd used to smother his poor defenseless wife in a storage unit. He told Bianca that if she gave it to the police, Sonia would be released from prison fairly quickly, given his fingerprints would be all over the item. He would then go on the run, but he'd already devised an alternative scheme. Leading Bianca to the lockup, she followed him inside before the door was bolted and she was held captive. Reiss then brought her a bag full of meal deals and said he'd purchased a commode. Bianca would only be released when Sonia was freed. We've not had an update on the Walford icon for some weeks, with some wondering when we'll next see her. Luckily, it's not long before we're delivered a fresh update. In the new year, Reiss rallies the Save Our Sonia troops together at the Queen Vic ahead of her trial to discuss how they're going to move forward. It soon becomes clear that not everyone shares the same sense of enthusiasm. Will Sonia and Bianca ever see the light of day again?